You only have two choices: break the pattern or repeat the cycle. If you keep doing the same things over and over and over again, you're just going to keep getting the same results. And I see it all the time. People magically think that the solution is just going to come out of thin air, or they're just going to magically stop doing a certain thing. The reality is we are creatures of habit. Okay, we are largely driven by habitual patterns. A lot of those patterns being unconscious and automatic. Okay, meaning that you're just running through the motions. You're not really even thinking about what you're doing, you're just doing it. And so if you want change to occur in any realm of your life, you need to put a conscious effort into evoking that change. Okay, it's not just going to come out of thin air, because right now you have habits, you have patterns, you have cycles that you're running. And you may not know that you're running some of these cycles or patterns or habits, but some of them you may know you are running, okay? Some can be conscious, some can be unconscious. But the underlying truth in all of this is you need to make a change to get a change, okay? It's like cause and effect. You can't go through the same motions day in, day out and expect a different result. You can't just expect yourself magically to wake up one day and say, yeah, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to drink anymore. I'm not going to use substances anymore. I'm not going to watch fucking porn on the internet anymore. I'm not going to gamble anymore. I'm not going to waste all my time on gaming anymore. I'm not going to give my entire life to social media anymore. You're not just going to wake up one day and magically have these changes occur. Yes, you might have the thought to do these things, but having a thought about something and actually acting on it are two completely different things. And so what I want you to do is I want you to just take a moment during this video, or pause it if you want, and just think about yourself. Just think about your patterns more specifically. Think about the patterns in your life that aren't serving you, okay? Whatever it may be. For you, everyone's going to be different. Everyone's going to have their own individual experience. And I just want you to think about your patterns. Think about the things you're doing which you know aren't serving you. Think about the things you're doing which are stripping you of your personal power, of your self-respect, of your self-confidence, of your self-worth, even of your self-love. Think about these things you're doing on a daily basis, or even on a weekly, monthly basis. Think about how every time you do them, think about how you feel, right? You more than likely feel, pretty let down towards yourself, right? You feel like you've betrayed yourself again. You feel like you're not a man of your word or a woman of your word. Now, these are the consequences of doing things that we know we shouldn't do. Even if it is unconscious and you're just sort of going through the motions, but you know you shouldn't be doing it. If you don't make a change, and if you don't actively say, you know what, fuck this, I've been doing this shit for too long, I'm sick of my own fucking shit, I need to make a change. Until you get to that point where you're actually like, you're just over your own shit, right? You're just literally at a point where you're like, man, I'm not running this pattern anymore. I'm not running this cycle anymore. This is enough. I don't need to continue down this path anymore. I want to make a change. Until you get to that point, you're just going to keep running the same fucking cycles. And fuck, man, like I see it all too much in my clients, in friends, just in random people that I encounter. Patterns run us. Habits run us. If you don't actively make an effort to change a habit or to change a pattern, it just continues and it gets stronger, because the more you practice something, the stronger it gets. And so if you've got a habit which you think is like a harmless habit, something that, might not be that much of a detriment to your life right now, I can almost guarantee you that it will progress. Okay, most habits, especially if it's a habit that's rooted in something which has, an addictive element to it, like drinking, drugs, gambling, gaming, corn, all that shit, smoking, whatever, they have progressive elements to it, meaning that it's not going to just stay at a point of like maintenance, or it's not going to stay at the level it's at. It's more than likely going to progress. And progression in this specific sort of instance isn't a good thing, right? Because it's going to progress into needing more and more stimulus to get you the same dopaminergic response. And so you think and look at your habits right now and you're like, okay, maybe they're not the worst right now. Maybe they are, but maybe they're not, okay? And they're not the absolute worst right now, but look at it on a 5, 10, 15, 20 year time span. Doing these things every single day, do you think you're going to stay at the same level of usage or whatever it is right now as you will in 20 years time? Probably not, right? If we're being truthful with ourselves, we understand the progressive nature of things, and we understand how our dopaminergic stimulus requirement increases over time because we become adapted to the current stimulus that we are receiving in order to, get the result we want neurochemically. And so you just got to think like, are these habits serving me on a long enough time period? And for most habits, they're not, okay? So just analyze your cycles, analyze your patterns, analyze your habits, and just literally make a decision to break them. Okay, that's the first step. I'm not going to say it's going to be the easiest thing on earth. I'm not sitting here saying it's going to be easy, but what I am saying is the first step is, firstly, even before you make a decision, the first step is meeting yourself in truth, being like, hey, you know what? I actually have some fucked up shit here that I need to work on. I'm engaging in things that I shouldn't be. I am causing myself to reside in the energetic state of shame because I'm doing things that I said I wouldn't do, or I'm not doing things that I said I would do. I am causing myself to strip myself of self-respect and personal power and self-confidence and self-worth, and I can't fucking look myself in the mirror because of the shit that I keep doing. If you have something like that, which you're hiding more than likely, right? Because this shit operates behind the lights, right? It's very much so based in secrecy. And that's also why shame comes from it. But if you have something like that, and if you notice a pattern like that you've been trying to kick for a while, but you haven't yet sort of had that moment of like, I gotta fucking do this, let this be the moment. Let this be the fucking moment where you say, no longer will I engage in habits, patterns, and behaviors which strip me of everything that I fucking want and love about myself. Let this be the moment that you make a decision to let go of all that bullshit and leave it in the past. Because if you genuinely want to become the version of yourself that you want to become, actually ask yourself the question, does the version of you, the ideal version of you, the version of you that you're working towards, do they do the things that you're currently doing? Do they do the things you're currently doing? If you've got an idolized version of yourself and they are strong, they are rich, they are disciplined, they are on top of their game, they're just killing it in life. Are they drinking? Are they smashing substances? Are they watching porn on the internet? Are they fucking gambling all their money away? Are they wasting time on social media and gaming? Probably fucking not, right? Like it literally, from a logical perspective, they're probably not doing those things. And so if you want to make those quantum leaps and, really embody who it is that you want to become, then you got to sacrifice the shit that they're not doing, right? So it's like, if you're here and you want to get here, and the only differentiating factor is your behaviors and patterns and habits, then you need to make the fucking decision to leave that shit in the past. Because it's not serving you and it's holding you down like an anchor. You're trying to get to this level, you're trying to get up, you're trying to get up, you're trying to get up, but you can't because the anchor keeps pulling you back down to that level. But as soon as you cut those chains loose, you come up naturally to the spot because you're like, now I'm aligned energetically and also on the level of identity with who it is that I actually want to become. I don't jump on here on these videos and talk about behaviors and habits and all this stuff all the time because, I just love talking about it. No, I jump on here and talk about it because it is so fucking important. I truly don't believe that people understand. What a mind twister. I truly believe that most people don't understand how detrimental these small, meaninglessly small and, they call them like innocent habits are on a grand scheme of things. On the grand scheme of things, they are conditioning you. They are literally deepening these roots within you. As I said, the longer you hold a pattern, the stronger it gets. The longer you continuously engage in something, the more frequency, the more intensity, this, the stronger it gets, the roots deepen. And so when it comes time to you actually wanting to get rid of it, it's going to be ridiculously hard. Not impossible, but a lot harder than it would have been if you just fucking nipped it in the bud now, right? So wherever you are on your journey, however old you are, however long you've been engaged in these habits that aren't good for you, Now is the fucking best time. Realistically, the best time was the day it started. The second best time is now. The whole thing, like, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Get fucking rid of it. It'll be the best thing you ever do for yourself, for your overall development, for everyone around you, if you just get rid of the habits and patterns and cycles that are holding you back. There is multi-dimensional growth awaiting you on the other side of a few habits. You just need to step into it. You need to allow yourself to embody it, but you can't embody it if you have these habits and patterns holding you back. So guys, I hope you got a ton of value from this video. I hope you actually take action from it. I don't want these videos to just be theory. I want you to actually apply what you learn. And if you did get value, please give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff, and share it with your friends. And if you want to reach out to me and get in contact, whether it be just for a conversation or coaching or whatever your prerogative is to reach out to me, feel free to reach out on my Instagram, which is RickyGauci, RICKY space GAUCI. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one.